Welcome to Nivi's Toy Story! Hi guys, it's Nivi. I hope you're all doing very well and I'm doing good too. Did you watch my last Toy Story, which was The 3 Trees? Well, I hope you did. Do you know what story I'm going to tell you today? It is the pile. Let's start. A few years before, there was an American man. He lived and worked in India. So a few years later, he started meeting this old man who was a pearl diver. And then he wanted to read books to him so he can understand more about pearls or other stuff. So he started to read some random books to the old man, and the old man loved it and he couldn't resist it. He just asked, "One more book, please." So he started to understand what things are. Because he's a bit old, he may have done stuff. So then the old man asked to the American man, "Why do people do books or write books?" And then the American man said, "It's because there's lots of reasons. So one reason is you can learn stuff," and he kept on going with other reasons. And then he started to learn more. After that, the American man asked the old man, who was a pearl diver, what happened in the past, because he wants to know more about him, to be the bestest friend he would ever be. And then the old man started crying, and the American man asked, why are you crying? Did I do something wrong? Or did I ask you something that was bad? The old man said no, and then he started telling the story about his son when he died. So he started off, "My son was the best pearl diver in the world, and I was so happy about that, because he goes to the sea and gets some pearls, and he gets the longest breath that any man could ever have. And I really miss him because he went to the ocean a lot of times, and then the last time he went to the ocean, he was trying to get the most perfect pearl he have ever seen. He tried to stay, but he was in the ocean too long, in the underwater too long, that he died. And I really want to find that perfect pearl." That's what I said in the past. And then it came on the top of the ocean, and then I caught it before it went down, and I put it in a very, very, very strong box, and I only keep one thing in it, and it was the perfect pearl I've ever had. And then the American man was so surprised, and he said, "A son? You never mentioned it." And then the old man said, "Sorry, but I'll mention it now, because I couldn't tell it, otherwise I'll fill with tears." And then he came to this massive box, even though there's only one thing in it, because he didn't want anyone to touch it. But then he opened it with a lock and a key, and he gave this, unwrapping the cloth and giving the perfect pearl to his best friend he's ever had. And then he said, "My friend, I would really, really appreciate it, because you have been the best friend I have ever had. And thank you for that. Otherwise I wouldn't have any friends in my whole life." So he gave this perfect pearl to the man, and the American man said, "Wow, This is so perfect. I never had this in my life. And the best present. I need to give you $10,000. But then the old man was confused and said, wait, what? What are you going to give me? I don't want anything. It's just my gift. I'm not going to sell it. It's just my gift to you. I'm taking all my love to you. But then the man said, no, I need to give you something from my love to you. But then the old man said, no, it's fine. I don't want anything. I can be myself. And then he said, $15,000. And the old man said, no, it's fine. You keep this, okay? And then the American man started to be confused. And he said, why don't you want anything from me? You have actually been the best friend I ever had as well. So why can't I give you something? The American man was a bit puzzled. And he forced the Indian man to have something in return. But then the Indian man said, finally, I gave you this pearl. And my son died just because he wanted to get this perfect pearl. And this pearl is equal to my son's life. So this is priceless. I'm going to give it to you as a gift. I'm not selling it, but I'm just going to give it to you as a gift. So then the American man understood and he said, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Tiny tears rolled down of his cheek and he now understood that his friendship and his love was equal. The American man was very, very proud to have an honest, lovable friend. And their friendship was lifelong, like the perfect pearl. And they lived happily ever after. The end. Did you like the story? Well, I hope you did. If you like the story, please thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below to tell me what you like about the story. This is Nivi and the Perfect Pearl signing out.